And welcome to Cambridge Chemistry channel with Sarwatahmed. Be sure to like the video and subscribe. It really helps the channel to grow. Today I will discuss more questions of past papers from 2019 onward. Let's start. This question is of copper 2 carbonate, reaction of copper 2 carbonate with HCl. Question is 3.7 gram sample of copper 2 carbonate is added to 25 centimeter cube of 2 mole per dm cube hydrochloric acid. Which volume of gas is produced under room conditions? For this question, first you have to write down chemical equation. Copper carbonate react with HCl to form copper 2 chloride plus water plus carbon dioxide, and 3.7 gram sample of copper 2 carbonate is added to. So if both quantities of reactants are given, then first find out mole of copper 2 carbonate divided by mR of copper carbonate. We know the mR of copper carbonate is, copper is 63.5 plus carbon is 12 plus oxygen 16 into 3 is, let's calculate, this is 63.5 plus 12 plus 48, this is 123.5, and mR of moles of copper 2 carbonate is mass over mR, so this is 123.5. 3.7 divided by 123.7 is equal to, this is 0.02991. The mole of copper carbonate is CuCO3 is equal to 3.7 divided by 123.5 is equal to 0.02991. Now then calculate the moles of HCl. Is 25 centimole by using concentration into volume over 1000. 25 centimeter cube volume and concentration is 2 mole per dm cube. This is equal to 25 divided by 0.05. Now we have 2 moles. Now identify the limiting mole. Limiting mole which is smaller. Now and look at the chemical equation. 1 mole react with 2 moles of HCl. 1 mole of copper 2 carbonate is 0.02991, while 2 moles using 0.05 divided by 2. So this is equal to 0.025. So the limiting mole is acid, and this is excess mole. So by using mole ratio with limiting reactant, copper 2 carbonate ratio carbon dioxide, sorry, HCl, because HCl is excess mole, so we choose limiting mole because limiting mole determines the mass of product. 2:1 and 0.05 ratio x. So So the moles are 0.025, mole of carbon dioxide is CO2 is equal to 0.025. Now the volume is mole multiplied by 24 decimeter cube. 0.025 into 24. 0.025 into 24 equal to 0.60 dm cube. So this is the answer. So next question from of mole from this paper is again to find out the volume of the gas by decomposition of calcium nitrate. The question is, when calcium nitrate thermally decomposes, oxygen is one of the product. Which volume of oxygen is produced under room conditions when 0.50 mole of calcium nitrate thermally decomposes? First write down the chemical equation. Calcium nitrate decomposes to form calcium oxide plus nitrogen dioxide plus oxygen gas. So to balance this reaction, 2 nitrogen 2 over here and 1/2 over here. So calcium carbonate is 0.5 mole. So by using mole ratio, calcium nitrate ratio carbon dioxide, oxygen gas. 1 ratio from the chemical equation 0.50 and 0.50 ratio x. The mole of carbon dioxygen is 0.50 into 0.50 is equal to 0.25, and the volume is mole into molar gas volume 24 dm cube. So 0.25 mole multiplied by 24, this is equal to 0.25 into 24 is equal to 6 dm cube. So A is the answer. This is the next question. A sample of element X is analyzed using mass spectrometry. The mass spectrum obtained is shown. Percentage abundance and mass over charge ratio is given. So what is the relative atomic mass of this sample of element X? We know that how to find out the mass of element. AR of X is AR of X is equal to abundance multiplied by mass. First isotope is 112 into 3 plus second isotope is 114 into 56 plus third isotope is 115 into 41 divided by the total percentage. Total is 46, 56, 41, 41, this is 100, so divided by 100, and this is equal to 114.4%. So the relative atomic mass of this sample of element X is 114.4. B option is correct option. Next question is, a washing powder contains sodium hydrogen carbonate as one of the ingredients. In a titration, a solution containing 1 gram of this washing powder requires 7.15 centimeter cube of 0.100 mole per dm cube sulfuric acid for complete reaction. The sodium hydrogen carbonate is the only ingredient that reacts with the acid. What is the percentage biomass of sodium hydrogen carbonate in the washing powder? First, write down the chemical equation. 1 gram of sodium hydrogen carbonate react with HCl, H2SO4 to form Na2SO4 plus water plus carbon dioxide. 2H4, 2H2O and 2CO2. So first calculate the mass of mole of sulfuric acid. So mole of sulfuric acid NaOH2SO4 is equal to 0. Concentration into volume over 1000. The concentration is 0.100 multiplied by 7.15 divided by 1000. This is equal to 0.7.15 divided by 1000 is equal to into 0.1. This is equal to 7.15 into 10 raised to minus 4. So this is by using mole ratio. The ratio is 2 is to 1, 2 is to 1. This is H2SO4 and this is sodium hydrogen carbonate. The 2 moles of sodium hydrogen carbonate react with 1 mole of sulfuric acid. What would be the mole of sodium hydrogen carbonate? The mole of sulfuric acid is 7.15 into 10 raised to minus 4 ratio x. Cross multiply and x is equal to 0.00143 mole of sodium hydrogen carbonate. So mass of NaHCO3 is equal to mole into mR. Mole is 0.00143 multiplied by mR is 84, because sodium hydrogen carbonate 23 plus 1 plus 12 plus 48. 12 plus 1 plus 23. This is equal to 84. The mass is into 0.00143. This is 0.120. This is the mass of sodium hydrogen carbonate. Now percentage biomass is equal to 0.120, and mass of sample is 1 gram divided by 100 into 100 divided by 1 into 100 is equal to 12.0. The answer is 12.0 grams. C option is correct. Next question is 1.15 gram of metallic element needs 300 centimeter cube of oxygen for complete reaction under room conditions to form an oxide which contain O2 minus. What could be the identity of this metallic element? So for this question we know the general equation of group 2 oxide. There are two elements from group 2 and two elements from group 1. Let's calculate. So first calculate group 2, calcium oxide. Let's say calcium oxide needs calcium plus oxygen to form calcium oxide 2 and 2. So we know that 300 centimeter cube of oxygen, mole of oxygen is 300 divided by 24,000 centimeter cube, because 1 mole occupy volume is equal to 24 decimeter cube, and if 300 centimeter cube and or if in centimeter cube, this is equal to 24,000 centimeter cube. So the moles are 300 divided by 24,000 equal to 0. This is 0.0125. By using mole ratio, calcium ratio, oxygen 2 ratio 1, 0.0125 multiplied by x. The mole of 0.0125 into 2, this is equal to 0.025. The mole of calcium is equal to 0.0125. So the mass of AR of calcium is mass over mole 0.012 divided by sorry, 1.15 divided by 0.012. 1.15 into divided by this is equal to 95, so it is incorrect. Now let's calculate magnesium oxide. So the same reaction, write on magnesium over here and magnesium over here. So let's calculate the same moles magnesium and 1.15. So this is also incorrect. Now let's calculate potassium. The moles are same, balancing is different. Potassium plus oxygen to form K2O, and this is 4K, 4:1, 0.0125 into 4, it is equal to 0.05. The moles are 0.05. This is equal to 23. It means this is sodium. So potassium is also incorrect because the AR is equal to 23. So this is correct. So this is how to calculate this question. The next mole question from this paper is the reaction of bromine with warm sodium hydroxide produces products with the same oxidation numbers in the same ratios as the reaction of chlorine with hot sodium hydroxide. So in one reaction between bromine and warm sodium hydroxide, 30.2 gram of product containing sodium, bromine and oxygen is produced. Sodium, so this is not in your right now, this is not in the syllabus. So when we after hot sodium hydroxide, so first write down the equation. So this is the equation like this: bromine react with hot sodium hydroxide to form sodium bromide NaBr NaBrO3 plus water. So the reaction after balancing this, and this is 6 sodium hydroxide. Okay, 30.2 gram of product containing bromine and oxygen is produced. Which mass of sodium hydroxide has reacted? Mole of react with the same oxidation number, same ratios as the reaction. In one reaction between bromine and warm, 30.2 gram of product containing sodium, bromine and oxygen is produced. 30.2 gram. Now the sodium bromide, this is sodium bromide which contains sodium, bromine and oxygen. The mass is 23, bromine 79.9, oxygen 48. This is equal to 150.9. Now mole of NaBrO3 is 30.2 divided by 150.9. The answer is 0.2 mole. Now by using mole ratio, 6 ratio NaBrO3 ratio sodium hydroxide, 1 mole reacting 1 mole is produced by reacting 6 moles. Now 0.2 moles when produced. What mole of sodium hydroxide is required? This is equal to moles of sodium hydroxide will be equal to 1.2 and mass of is equal to mole into mr. Mole is 1.2 multiplied by mr is 40. The answer is 48 gram. So D is the correct. Diamond is a pure form of carbon. The mass of a diamond can be measured in a carats. 1 carat is 0.200 gram of carbon. Which expression gives the number of carats that contain 6.02 into 10 raised power 23 carbon atoms? 6.02 into 10 raised power 23 is the Avogadro constant. This is the Avogadro number. Avogadro constant, and Avogadro constant means that it these particles carbon atoms are present in 1 mole of substance, and in 1 mole of substance or carbon atom contain 12 gram carbon in 1 mole, and number of carat is equal to this is 0.200 gram. 12 over 0.200, because 1 carat contains 0.200 gram. The 12 gram ratio x. So number of carat, this is carat and this is grams. 1 carat contains 0.200 gram, so 12 gram ratio x. So cross multiply, so number of carat is equal to 12 over 0.200. So this is the C option. So next question is a 5 gram sample of an anhydrous group 2 metal nitrate loses 3.29 gram in mass when heated strongly. Which metal is present? This is decomposition. First write on chemical equation. Decomposed to form MO plus NO2 plus oxygen. So this is 2 half. So the 5 gram mass and this is loss in mass 3.29 gram. So 5 gram producing 3.29 gram. So first let's calculate the mole of loss in mass. So NO2 mole is equal to 3.29 divided by MR of these two gases, half. So this is equal to nitrogen dioxide, 2 moles of nitrogen dioxide is equal to NO2, 2 into 14 plus 32. This is equal to 28 plus 14 plus 32 is equal to 46 into 2 is equal to 92. 92 plus oxygen mass is 16. So this is 108. The moles of mass over MR of gases, this is 3.29 divided by 108 is equal to 0.03046 moles. Now we have moles of gases. Now we calculate the MR of compound. Mole is equal to mass over MR. Now MR is equal to mass over mole. Mass over mole, which is equal to 0.03046. Sorry, mass over mole. 5 divided by 0.03046. 5 divided by 0.03046 equal to 164. Now can identify the AR. Mn O3 twice is equal to 164.1. M plus nitrogen is 28 and oxygen 16 into 6 is equal to 96. M plus 28 plus 16 into 6, 124. Now 164.1. So M is equal to 164.1 minus 124. 164.1 minus 124 is equal to 40.1. So the answer is calcium. Next question is, in this question it should be assumed that ammonium carbonate, hydrated ammonium carbonate dissolved in water without causing an increase in volume. Which mass